to both of you. Ambassador Olson, last week's terrorist attack in Kabul highlighted the limits of our policy in Afghanistan, especially our restricted rules of engagement. The Taliban is increasingly using terrorism as a tool as it targets and adapts to the Afghan military and coalition forces. But as General Campbell testified in February, U.S. forces are not allowed to target the Taliban in an offensive manner to get ahead of the attacks like the ones we saw last week. Can you explain why U.S. forces are not allowed to target the Taliban? And is the administration discussing whether the Taliban should be authorized for targeting in the future?
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, let me join you in robustly condemning the attack of 19 April. These clearly undermine the efforts to make peace in the region. And I would just add that we have pressed the government of Pakistan on its commitment not to discriminate amongst terrorist groups. We believe there across the region must be zero tolerance for safe havens. With regard specifically to the question of combat authorities, I think I would have to refer you to my colleagues in the Department of Defense for a more detailed discussion of what they are seeking and the state of deliberation on those questions. But I would emphasize that the administration's position, the President's position, is that our combat operations in Afghanistan ended in December of 2014. And so we'll continue to work on a policy on that basis.
Thank you very much. President Ghani made a good faith effort to engage Pakistan and enlist its assistance in eliminating the Taliban from within Pakistan's borders. And yesterday he called again on the Pakistani military to eliminate this threat. What are we doing to press Pakistan to take action against the Taliban? And besides it giving it safe haven, what kind of support is Pakistan providing to the Taliban?
Madam Chair, I think that Pakistan is at a strategic crossroads. We have made very clear at the highest levels that we believe, first of all, that Pakistan has made great progress over the past couple of years in addressing its domestic counterterrorism priorities. That is to say, it has taken robust action against those groups, principally the TTP, the Pakistani Taliban, that threaten Pakistanis. Their stated policy, which we agree with, is not to discriminate amongst terrorist groups. We believe there is considerable room for improvement in the application of that policy on the ground. And we believe, in particular, that Pakistan has not taken as vigorous action against groups that threaten its neighbors as it has against those that threaten it domestically. Pakistan has also been very helpful in the reconciliation process, but I do believe that there's a strategic choice right now. With the Taliban having refused to come to the table, it seems to us that it is time to address more robustly the question of groups that threaten Afghanistan.
Thank you, sir. And I have two remaining questions. One is about the F-16 sales to Pakistan. I think that we need to leverage our military sales to Pakistan in order to get some more cooperation within the region. Can you please update us on the status of the F-16 sales, and how would you describe our ability to leverage our aid to Pakistan?
Madam Chair, the administration is supportive of the F-16 sale to Pakistan. This has been developed between our military coordinating groups over the course of time. It is consistent with our overall program of support for the Pakistani military, which is based on counterinsurgency and counterterrorism. The Pakistanis have developed a precision strike capability that they use in the F-16s they have right now to take out targets. As I mentioned before, these are principally the Pakistani Taliban, but we think that that is a good thing. The Pakistani Taliban has been involved in attacks against Americans at FOB Chapman in Afghanistan in 2009, and indeed in supporting the Times Square bomber. So we applaud the actions that the Pakistanis have been taking against their domestic terrorism threat, even as we call upon them to take more robust action against those groups that threaten their neighbors.
Thank you. And lastly, when I was in Afghanistan last year, officials described the SIGAR report of a $47 million gas station as inconsistent with their understanding of the situation. What can you tell us about that gas station? How much did it cost? What's the status of it? Do they give free towels and detergent or anything good? Car wash?
Well, my understanding, Madam Chair, is that the total number referred to several different projects, including the rehabilitation of the Chevron gas fields, some of which were funded through, I believe, through USID, but much of which was funded actually through the Department of Defense and the TFBSO operations. I was involved in this when I was in Afghanistan, and I think we'd have to get you a more detailed breakdown
Thank you.
of our response.
Thank you so much.